Yes, yes, please.
Bang, you're so vicious, baby. Bang, you should have had to control me. You're as cool as ice cream. Bang, you're so evil, baby. Bang, you're no sweetheart, baby. Bang, you keep me blushing all the time.
You know, we've been through all kinds of different phases, and you know, sometimes I don't know. I mean, I guess we've gone from being very minimal to maybe expanding a little more and exploring a little more, you know, and then we've kind of gone back to something very minimal and simple and dark, and you know, the latest album was more of celebration. Like sonically it sounds very outgoing and extroverted, and I guess the two albums that are more alike are the first, like Rip It On and Chain Gang of Love, but they were also meant to be on the same album, like one album, too many albums. You know, making music is ultimately the same for us, and I think for most musicians, you know, it's really the whole business around delivering your music to your audience. That's what becomes different, you know, marketing and all that stuff. It's there's like interesting possibilities of communicating directly with your fans, and we kind of embrace that, and we allow people to, you know, become spectators to the creative process. You know, we post demos on our MySpace, and you know, we talk directly with people throughout Twitter and Facebook and MySpace, and you know, so it's a lot of like communication, which we didn't do so much before, you know, I guess 10 years ago. So that's quite different. It's but that's a different story. I mean, making music for us is just making music, you know. It's a creative process, and you know, and we love that.
Well, they hail from the snowy tundras of Scandinavia, and from Copenhagen, but they're not here. So yeah, the volcano kept them over in Europe. So I mean, it's going to be a completely different show. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's a completely different thing. Absolutely, yeah. But when we do these duo shows, it seems like we're creating a little bit more on stage. So in a way, it's kind of more fun, you know. But it's all important, obviously. You know, you want to give people a good time, and you know, the people show up and they're expecting you to put on a good show, and so we will. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Well, it's pretty simple. You know, we send stuff back and forth on emails. And then when it comes to rehearsal, then we well, it depends. Like, we'll meet up for a day before the show and run through the songs, make sure that we remember them, and we know the songs pretty well, you know, and so we'll just rehearse for a day. Yeah. Well, yeah, well, it depends. If we have to learn new songs from a new album, we'll rehearse longer. But if we don't rehearse for a tour, yeah. Yeah, we don't have any samples anymore.
No, actually, even with the backing band, we don't use tracks and samples right now. I mean, we might go back to it eventually, you know.
We don't do that much distortion, actually. We just have a rat pedal each, and the noise comes more from reverb and overdriving the amps and stuff, I think.
Especially with this album, that was kind of, I don't know, I guess more produced. It was a bigger production. It was kind of nice to live make it more like raw and like minimal, simple.
There's a lot of good rock and roll stuff out there. They just
I mean, of all time, my favorite of all time. It's so hard.
Yeah, but I mean, there's just so many. You know, the Beach Boys, Rolling Stones, Velvet Underground. Suicide, The Cramps, Bruce Springsteen, Patti Smith, Bob Dylan, Jefferson Airplane. Well, at the moment I like girls. I like Dum Dum Girls. I like the Drums. And Sharon likes Grizzly Bear.
I thought that pianos were really great last night. We saw Deer Hunter and I thought they were great. I like Broadcast a lot. I like Grizzly Bear, like Sula said.
Money.
Just that.
Yeah.
Un poquito de español, sí. Somos los Raveonettes, ¿ya? Estamos en México. How do you say Mexico City in Spanish? Ciudad de México. Y una fiesta.
Hola, Marvin
Hola.
TV.
Hola, Marvin TV.